Today we'll be taking a look at the Macy's flagship store on 34th Street in Herald Square, New York City. Macy's would begin its life when founder Roland Hussey Macy would open 4 retail dry goods stores between 1843 and 1855. Since the launch of this iconic store, it would go through many renovations, relocations, and partnerships before finally settling on a final location in 1902. 1902 would be the year that the flagship store would move uptown to its current location at Herald Square at 34th Street and Broadway. The 5-story building would be purchased by Robert H. Smith for an insane $375,000. Now back in the 1900s, that was a lot of money. This would send Macy's soaring to the top, giving them the title of the world's largest department store. Throughout the years, the store was very successful, and it would see renovations here and there. But nothing really big until about 2012. This would be the first renovation overhaul of the entire store, costing a reported $400 million to complete. The renovations would not be completed until 2015. Since the renovation, Macy's has continued to improve upon their already amazing store. The company would explore adding 1 or 2 towers to the building to house hotel or office space. They also considered turning the structure's roof into a park. But the biggest change would come in 2019 when Macy's would unveil plans to build a 1,200,000 square foot office building atop the existing store. This would make the store over 900 feet tall and consist of 1,500,000 square feet of space, including a sky lobby. Upon walking into this store, it was sensory overload. I was just like, OMG, this is the store I've always dreamed of being able to shop in. Finally, I was looking at men's clothing that wasn't boring, bland, and the same old. And there was even stuff in there that I could afford. There were actually quite a few fashionable items that were under $100, and even a few that I found for under $50. So just walking into this store was a breath of fresh air, because one thing that's always bothered me about retail is that it's very sexist. I mean, you walk into most retail stores, and now Macy's is kind of excluded from this because they do a pretty good job of representing the men. But most stores, it's 90% women and 10% men's clothing. And that's really annoying because, like, what, are men supposed to just go naked? Do they not deserve good fashion too? So I've never seen an electronics department in a Macy's store. Let me know down in the comment section below if you've ever seen one in one of your local Macy's. So this store is laid out with a set of main escalators in the center. They're nice and wide and big. And then on either side, they have like these skinnier ones, one on the left side and one on the right side of the store, that get you to the different levels. And I don't know if it's just a New York thing, because where in the world do you find completely wooden escalators? I mean, for all intents and purposes, they were mostly wooden, like 90% wooden. You know what? I never thought I'd be so excited to see a McDonald's, but I guess just seeing one in the middle of a Macy's department store was just absolutely bonkers, and it just sort of blew my mind. So yeah, I got quite excited. You know, just being in a huge department store like this, where it's bustling and busy, and it literally has everything and anything that you ever wanted, was very refreshing. And also, just the fact of being able to walk around with a huge camera pointing all over the place, and just being able to film like this, that was just epic, because I know my local Macy's, I would probably get kicked out. I hope you've enjoyed this trip to the Macy's at Herald Square in New York City. If you like the content I'm making here, then why not head on over to patreon.com/tiltedtripodmedia. Join and become a member for as little as $1 and get exclusive member-only content and so much more. Then you need to head on over back to my YouTube channel so you can smash that bell icon and hit the subscribe button, because why wouldn't you? You don't want to miss anything here on Tilted Tripod Media. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.